Welcome to the Thunderdome. Ever seen a pack of sugar-crazed toddlers let loose in a ball pit? Yeah, dog parks are kinda like that, only with more barking and butt sniffing. It's a whirlwind of wagging tails, slobbery tennis balls, and the occasional territorial standoff. Don't get me wrong, it's bloody brilliant. But before unleashing your furry hurricane, there are a few things you gotta know. Trust me, your sanity and your dog's social life depends on it. First things first, is your Pooch park ready? This isn't just about grabbing a leash and heading out the door. There's a lot more to consider before you and your furry friend can enjoy a day at the dog park. I'm not talking about a fancy new collar and lead, although points for style. Sure, a stylish collar and leash can make your dog look like the coolest pup in the park, but there's more to it than just appearances. We're talking vaccinations, flea and tick treatments, the whole shebang. Your dog needs to be up to date on all their shots to ensure they're protected against common diseases. Flea and tick treatments are also crucial to keep those pesky parasites at bay. You don't want your furry mate catching something nasty, or God forbid, spreading it around. A healthy dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog makes for a great day at the park. Plus, other dog owners will appreciate your diligence in keeping the park a safe place for all. And for the love of dog biscuits, make sure your dog is sociable. Socialization is key to a positive dog park experience. Your dog should be comfortable around other dogs and people. This means they should know how to play nicely and not be overly aggressive or fearful. A dog park ain't the place for a canine misanthrope. If your dog tends to be a loner or gets anxious around other dogs, it might be best to work on their social skills before heading to the park. Consider arranging playdates with familiar dogs to build their confidence. Alright folks, that's the basics covered. But remember, every dog is different. Some might take to the park like a duck to water, while others might need a bit more time and patience. Always keep an eye on your dog's behavior and be ready to step in if things get too overwhelming for them. Hit that like button if you're brave enough to take the plunge, and leave a comment with your funniest dog park story. We've all got 'em. Whether it's a hilarious mishap or a heartwarming moment, sharing your experiences can help other dog owners prepare for their own adventures. Now let's talk size. Dog parks often have separate areas for big and small dogs, and for good reason. It's not about segregation, it's about safety. Imagine a Chihuahua at a rave with a bunch of Great Danes. Bit overwhelming, innit? Small dog areas are like the VIP lounge. Less chaotic, more Chihuahua chatter. Big dog zones are more like a mosh pit, all energy and boisterous play. Knowing your dog's comfort zone is key. You wouldn't throw a Chihuahua into a rugby scrum, would you? The canine code, unspoken rules of the dog park. Dog parks have their own set of unspoken rules, a bit like a canine code of conduct. These rules aren't posted on any sign, but they're understood by regulars and newcomers alike. They help ensure that everyone, both human and canine, has a good time. First up, always clean up after your dog. It's a simple act of courtesy that goes a long way in keeping the park pleasant for everyone. No one wants to navigate a minefield of dog waste. No one likes stepping in a steaming pile of regret. It's just not cricket. Imagine the frustration of having to clean your shoes, or worse, your car, after an unfortunate encounter with dog poop. Next, keep an eye on your furry mate. Dogs can get into all sorts of mischief if left unsupervised. They might dig up the flower beds, steal another dog's toy, or even get into a scuffle. Don't be that owner glued to their phone while their dog's busy terrorizing a poodle. It's important to be present and attentive. Your dog relies on you to keep them safe and to intervene if things get out of hand. And finally, know when to call it a day. Dogs, like humans, can get tired and cranky. Recognize the signs that your dog has had enough and it's time to head home. If your dog's getting grumpy, it's time to go. Pushing them to stay longer can lead to unwanted behavior and stress for both of you. No one likes a sore loser, especially not one with sharp teeth. It's better to leave on a high note, ensuring that your dog associates the park with positive experiences. By following these unspoken rules, you contribute to a harmonious environment where dogs can play freely and owners can relax. It's all about respect, responsibility, and a little bit of common sense. So next time you visit the dog park, remember the canine code and enjoy your time with your furry friend. Tales from the trenches when dog parks get hilarious. Dog parks. They're a never-ending source of amusement. Every visit is like stepping into a live-action comedy show where the actors are our furry friends and the script is written by their unpredictable antics. I remember one sunny afternoon, I saw a dachshund convince a Rottweiler that a twig was the most fascinating thing on earth. The little guy was so determined, wagging his tail and prancing around with the twig in his mouth. The Rottweiler, much larger and stronger, was completely mesmerized. They spent a good 10 minutes playing tug-of-war with it, each trying to outdo the other. It was like watching a David and Goliath story unfold, but with more slobber and wagging tails. And then there was the time a poodle, dressed in a tiny raincoat, strutted past a pack of soaked Labradors. The poodle walked with such confidence, like he was on a high-fashion catwalk, completely unfazed by the rain or the curious stares from the other dogs. The Labradors, drenched and muddy, looked on in what seemed like a mix of envy and admiration. The sheer audacity of that poodle. It was a moment that had everyone at the park laughing and reaching for their phones to capture the scene. Dog parks are basically live-action comedy shows filled with unexpected moments and hilarious interactions. You never know what you're going to see next. One minute, a dog is chasing its tail in dizzying circles, and the next, two unlikely friends are sharing a game of fetch. The best part is, the price of admission is just a tennis ball. So next time you're looking for a good laugh or a heartwarming moment, head to your local dog park. You won't be disappointed. So you want to be a dog park guru? Navigating the dog park doesn't have to be a walk in the park, pun intended. Arm yourself with knowledge, common sense, and a good supply of poop bags, and you'll be right as rain. Remember, it's all about letting your furry friend have a good time while keeping things safe and enjoyable for everyone. Who knows, you might even make some new mates, human or canine, who's to say. Ready for more dog park adventures? Let's dive in. So there you have it, my crash course in dog park etiquette. It's a wild, wonderful world out there, folks, truly amazing. But don't just take my word for it. Head over to my website for more hilarious dog park tales, tips and tricks. You won't be disappointed. Go on, get out of here. Your dog's waiting for you.